drink and drive when you can smoke and fly. Beat Doordash said got to legalize. All my heroes are botheads.
Okay, guys, welcome again to another episode of Comics on Cannabis, where we as comedians partake in the lovely plant by either consuming it, smoking it, imbibing it, and of course we give you our take of what's going on in the world and current events. My name is Ed Cho. I am your host, along with the lovely Susan Golden.
Hi, everybody.
And of course the not so lovely Derek Michael.
Not so lovely.
Not so lovely, but we love to have you here. And, of course, with us is Bucky, because we love Bucky's, and, of course, the great drink that we love to call Fizzy. We have the Mango Tango from Journey Hemp Company. Thank you so much. And, of course, what we do when we kick this off is we take some Fizzy, we take some of this Delta 8, and we cheers to being healthy. We cheers to being alive. We cheers to this wonderful plant. So let's take a little bit over here, too, if we kind of...
Thank you.
Put it over there.
Okay.
You guys got it?
Snifter shot.
Thank you.
Yeah, a little snifter shots here, and let's kick off this episode of Comics on Cannabis with a little cannabis.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Cheers to you guys.
Cheers.
It's like a baby snifter. Look at
And
that.
it
It's
is.
for children.
And once again, it never disappoints, does it? The taste is just so good.
It's
That is
delicious.
It is just so
And
good.
nutritious.
And that was
For my
the
soul.
Mango Tango. So here we are again, guys. Glad to be here. I guess it's past the whole Supebowl week. We saw the Eagles beat up on the Kansas City Chiefs, which was something I didn't
That was hard to watch.
expect it. I kind of expected that three-peat. Oh, but it was, once again, I'm a Giants fan, so I hate the Philadelphia Eagles. But because Saquon Barkley is there and because he gave the Giants 6 good years, I kind of step back and be like, let's have him get a Super Bowl, and he did. They shut him down. He didn't do very much in the Super Bowl, but
Did you see what they're doing in South Jersey?
yeah, what did they do?
They're actually closing schools for the parade in South Jersey.
Oh, wow.
Is that today?
They're closing schools.
Out of fear? No, I'm serious.
That's funny.
They're giving a moment of silence to Kansas City.
That's funny. I mean, Kansas City. You didn't feel bad for them. People actually feel bad for them. How do you feel bad for a team that's won 2 out of
I feel bad for the guys that just were signed on this year. That we're looking forward to a Super Bowl, but obviously the others have already won. They have several rings. Kelsey has 5 rings now.
Who does he?
Kelsey has 4 or 5 rings. Yeah.
You know what I thought was amazing through the whole thing, and then we'll get off of it, Susan. But don't worry, I know you're not a huge sports fan.
Okay.
The whole GOAT and Ming is our producer here too. I don't know how you guys felt, but I think you could put aside the GOAT conversation with Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady. I think you could put that was the big thing. If he wins 3 in a row, is he in the conversation with Tom Brady as being the greatest of all time quarterback? And I think this kind of puts it to rest. I'm not saying Patrick Mahomes is not a great quarterback. I'm not saying Patrick Mahomes isn't the best quarterback playing right now. Well, this season he wasn't, but he's one of the best going right now. But I think you just got to admit that he, just how he lost this Super Bowl, how he was just inept in doing anything.
You're absolutely right. Marino will always be the GOAT.
Well, I have no problem with Dan Marino, but I think you can put it to rest. What's your take on that, Ming? Ming's a big sports fan, so.
Dan Marino, great quarterback, 0 Super Bowl.
Well, I'm not talking about Dan Marino. I'm talking about Brady and Mahomes. You put it to rest?
No.
You put it to rest?
No, I mean, Tom Brady's still, until Mahomes gets 7, and he's kind of on track to do it, but even Tom Brady lost 3 of them. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 7 and 3. So.
But he lost them. He never got blown out in any of them. And the 2 that he played against the Giants, and I'm a Giants fan, they should have lost.
Sure.
It wasn't like, so it
Well, they
wasn't.
were getting blown out versus Atlanta, and you claim that the second half was rigged.
It had to have
So
been.
he was getting blown out.
There was no way that.
What's your rationale for that?
There's no that defense.
Give me some proof.
There's no way that defense can lock it down for the first half, right? And then out of nowhere in the second half, you just don't show up.
Well,
how is that possible?
If what you're saying is true, then Tom Brady did get blown out in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for the completely rigged second half of the game.
I'm just going by perception right now of football.
Yeah, the football script is crazy, guys.
Yeah.
The football script is crazy. I tend to believe you because they talked to Peyton Manning. They're like, hey, so what do you do during halftime? Like, do you go over strategy, like how you can change things? It's like, no, I eat an orange, I stretch out, and then I go back out there. It's not like they do anything different. So
Right.
yeah, it's not like all of a sudden he found out how to play football.
Right. Exactly.
Like, got like some like super soldier serum or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Or maybe he did. I don't know, but
as far as you're concerned, you're done. Right? The conversation.
They go into the locker room, they take all the balls, and then they deflate them.
yeah, so you can throw them better.
Stop that. That was just that
deflated
nonsense.
balls,
That was
soldier
just
serum.
nonsense.
Well, I like this, because if Mahomes did win, like, oh man, like they would have blown him until he he couldn't blow a load anymore.
I know. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
They would
so
allow
now
him.
he's got some work to do.
He does, and
Got some work to do. He's not that great.
and this year he wasn't. Look at his numbers. He wasn't amazing this year. So
No, they
he
got-
wasn't.
no.
So he just wasn't. So, but it was fun Super Bowl, and I thought it was. I enjoyed it to a point. The commercials weren't that good. I enjoyed it a little bit because it was the Eagles in Kansas City, so I really had nothing involved. So,
Terrible.
And you have a history of sports betting, correct?
yes,
And you didn't bet. You don't
I
bet
did
on the
not. I
Super
never
Bowl?
bet on the Super Bowl. Really, I hardly ever bet on the Super Bowl.
Okay, but you did do one. You did make one bet.
I did make one bet.
Okay, what bet was that?
I bet on the national anthem if it was going to go over 2 minutes, and I lost.
What was how long did it go for?
Apparently, it was like 0.5 seconds. Like
You lost by half a second?
It was about a half a second. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, that's what the bet was. Yeah.
Can I ask how much did you wager on this? Was
Oh,
it
this
a
was
large
no,
amount?
this was small. This was like what, $20. This was just a small
okay,
little.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It was half a paycheck.
Yeah.
It's like I put 10 bands on it. It's like, dang it.
Yeah, no, I'm not putting 10 bands on a bet like that.
Right.
That's not gonna happen. Oh well, thank you. Look, that's a beautiful thing.
It's a safe bet because if you look historically, they all go way over 2 minutes. I believe, right?
This is gonna sound. I'm okay. This is my rationale, and if I get bad stuff from it, I'm sorry. But it was an African American singer. It was a black singer. So they usually like they draw that shit out.
Right, like Bleeding Gums Murphy.
Like Bleeding Gums Murphy. Exactly. That was a great episode where they're all falling asleep at the end.
And he was repeating lines too.
He messed up a line too, so I thought I had it. And
Isn't a song a standard amount of time though?
No,
And I know they stretch
God.
it out, but
You remember
if
when
look
Whitney
up
sung it?
how
They stretch
long
that
is
out.
The national anthem. What's the actual time on the national anthem? About.
But it's really
Probably
like
not 2
the
minutes.
over under is 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But if you're Whitney Houston, it went like what 2.5 minutes?
That's true.
Yeah, but that's why I thought it was gonna be the case, but I was wrong and I lost it. But I hope everybody had a fun time, with the Super Bowl and stuff.
I didn't.
But let's move on to. I think you texted me, right? You're like, hey, aren't you watching Super Bowl? And
No,
stuff?
yeah.
I was like,
my
Sue's
prediction
watching.
was all wrong
But I was like, oh, look at Sue watching the Super Bowl.
for the food. I watched it.
I got
Sounds
it.
so cliche.
Who doesn't love
But
the
I didn't
food?
really want to. I don't know. I didn't want to watch it, but it was on, so I did.
It's almost like you have to watch it. It's the Super Bowl.
It's like a car accident.
Half the
No,
people
even-
watch it for the commercials.
Even if it's not like what you enjoy, you have to.
Yeah, it's almost like you have to rubberneck
You got
it.
a rubberneck.
You got to rubberneck.
Are you looking it up, Ming?
The Starts Running the Banner.
Yeah.
So, if you go on Spotify, as performed by the U.S. Army Band, it's pretty standard.
Okay.
Minute and 22 seconds, pretty short. Whitney Houston's 2 minutes 12 seconds.
12 seconds.
Chris Stapleton 2 minutes 11 seconds.
See?
Leanne Rhymes. Let's see.
That was probably
1 minute 59 seconds.
because she's white. That's why.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm telling
Sure.
you, if it's somebody like they just draw it out, like bleeding gum, like Ming said. But
It's called making it their own.
it sounds good, but I just bet usually. I'm not saying it's a bad
If
thing.
it was like an Irish
bad
person, it would go probably really, really fast, or like even Asian, right?
If it was Asian, go real
It would
fast.
go really fast.
Yeah, exactly. I think so. Let's get an Asian out there. Oh, is there?
Efficient and nice and fast and good.
Ed, sing it for us right now.
No, I don't think I will. There's an Asian singer out there now. I didn't even know it. She sings it, pata, pata, whatever her name is. It's that song.
I think I know who you're talking about.
I had no idea she was Asian until I saw her on. I was like, oh, that's an Asian girl? It's like, yeah, I think it's called PTA. Pata, pata.
Apatapata.
Shut up. That's what it is. It's called, there's a song out there called that. And
Her name.
I don't know. She's just an Asian
Just
chick.
look up apatapatapata.
Yeah, it's pata.
How do you even Google that?
It's
Dude?
PTA. It's a PTA.
Yeah, all the parents.
That's
Patooey.
what
What do they call her for short?
I'm showing some love to this Asian singer that it's PTA. Hold on, it's got it.
Spell that for me.
Put PTA. Put pata. Like and then PTA. No, not pata. Is that it? No.
Patapta.
Put in pata and then singer.
Patapta.
I'm not lying to you. There's a guy. There's a song out there. If you Google it, it'll be pata.
I'll Google.
Okay, yeah, Google it. But all right. And I just wanted to say that this week, not only did we put an end to the Super Bowl, but it's Valentine's week.
Ugh.
It's Valentine's week. So, so don't say uck. Don't say because
I feel
look.
better. I don't know. I like romance, and I would like to just.
Don't ever say we don't love you. Look at this. We got
Apata by K Wonder.
Is it K Wonder?
That's all I got right here.
I don't know, but
on YouTube, Apata by K Wonder.
Well, she's Asian. I don't know what it is. Hold on a minute. Is it? We had a moment here. We had a moment here, but it's okay because I still look at this. I couldn't go Valentine's without giving you.
I love caramel.
The Ghirardelli, and I got her the look at this. Because why? Because we care about you. We care about you here on Comics of Cannabis.
Anything for me?
No, I didn't get anything for Derek, but because Derek's.
Oh, I thought you meant like you didn't get anything from me either.
I didn't even think about Valentine's Day. I didn't even know it was Valentine's Day.
You have time.
But
See what, Ed? You didn't give me a heads up, Ed. Thanks a lot, buddy.
Hey, look. Okay, this could have been from Derek.
Listen, it's
And
not.
then-
Yeah.
And then I got you the Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts.
I got you the Queen of Hearts.
Nice.
Who's awesome like that?
Off with her head.
Thank you.
See that?
That's so nice. I love that. I love romantic.
And I just want everybody. I just want everybody to know that. Look at that. I got the romance thing, right? And I'm not crazy. It is called Pata by K whatever.
K Wonder. That's all I saw when I googled it. I don't know if that's it or not.
Yeah, well,
That doesn't sound like an Asian name. Is her name Asian? Like
Patapata sounds.
no, Pata has a name, but anyway.
I better stop with this.
What?
I'm gonna choke.
What's that? No, that's good to have. It's good to have. But let's get on to our show here and move it on.
all right.
So we all love cannabis. We all smoke it. It's a beautiful thing. How do you get your cannabis? Do you go to your
I
dispensary?
usually go to a dispensary. Yeah.
You go to dispensary?
Go to Zen.
Go to your guy?
I got a guy.
You got a guy?
Of course.
I got a guy?
There's a Curaleaf
I have a
right
few
down the
guys.
street from me. So
I got a guy.
I like the flat. It's too expensive though for me.
yeah, it is. It is.
They're like, oh, come in. Yeah, this is 19. Like all this. Oh, how much? 400. No, I'm good.
No, exactly. It's expensive.
Yeah, it's a little too much. I like my guy's been good. He delivers. I leave the money in the mailbox. I don't even have to see him.
But your guy now, right, doesn't just deliver because check this out. This was very eye-opening. So DoorDash now delivers hemp and weed products, CBD. Good stuff. So look at this. According to their website here, eligible customers can now order a variety of hemp-derived THC and CBD products from merchants like Dashmart, a fulfillment platform to store store from DoorDash, offering businesses a new channel to reach customers locally. So they are all up in it.
But what
you can go to DoorDash just like Uber Eats.
What makes you like? How do you become eligible? It says eligible.
I think it's if you're,
Well,
in a state
you're
where it's
18
legal and you're 18.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right.
Oh, okay.
That's exactly right.
Wow, I would be pinching. I used to do DoorDash, and I never even took French fries. I thought about it, but I never did. But I would definitely be pinching out of people's bags with it.
You would, wouldn't you?
They would have to seal it shut.
I'm assured that they're all
Unless they give me a good tip up front. If not,
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's all sealed. But you're right. I would have to pinch and.
you'd have to. For quality assurance.
Did you bring my bud? Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you look.
Where was I supposed to go? You know.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but I think this is a great idea. Like the fact that it took DoorDash this long, because you even said your guy delivers, right?
Yeah.
And a long time ago, you
Used to
knew a
get the
guy
delivery, yeah.
delivery, and
Yeah.
it was packaged all nice and pretty and
nice.
stuff.
That was in Brooklyn. Yeah.
Yeah. So the fact that you can have DoorDash, you could DoorDash.
Then you go, how
weed.
much is the delivery fee? That I want to know. How much are the service fees? Because I think they're a little much on the regular DoorDash unless you have a Dash Pass.
Yeah, I would assume it's. I don't. because here's the thing. You said you delivered to DoorDash before, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So you would think it's easier to pick up weed than it is to like have food. You got fries everywhere. You got food jiggling.
Yeah.
Like it's easier to pick up just weed and send the package over here, right? I mean, no.
I guess it depends how many, like, because when you do DoorDash, you have all different restaurants.
Right.
So if you have different dispense, I don't know how it works where the meat, like where they get it from.
It's going to be interesting when the first mixed up like delivery happens.
Like angel dust.
Yeah. Or I wanted indica. I got sativa. Or even
No, I just mean like it was delivered to a 9-year-old. You know,
like the Burger King.
like the Burger King. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's gonna. That's gonna happen.
I think it will. It definitely will.
I think that's gonna happen, but I don't know. I personally feel I think it's a great thing that DoorDash. I don't know what would take so long. I don't know what would take so long with DoorDash.
Can they
doing
double
this.
dash and get you food too?
That is genius, and that has to be it. That has to be the case. That has to be it. The DoorDash is like, you know what? Let's double dash it. Right, I'll do an add-on and then take
Wendy's,
the weed.
and then we'll triple dash Dunkin'.
That's beautiful though.
Quadruple.
Quadruple.
Krispy Kreme. No.
Quadruple dash it.
That would be a really good mix together if you could do double dash that.
You like dashing?
Yeah, of course. I'm fucking lazy. Oh, did I like doing it
Yeah,
or ordering it?
Well, everyone likes ordering.
No,
it.
I didn't like doing it.
No. Did you ever pinch fries and
No.
take a sip?
No. Oh, no. I don't know why. I just would get my own.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't like desperate.
Kind of like no tip and no sip. You know? It's like,
I spilled drinks on people's like stoop and stuff like that, and they could probably see me like fuck on the ring, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've done that. But,
All right. Well, I mean,
I dropped it at the wrong house at times, you know. But then But I would correct it. Like I'd go get them new food at the restaurant, even if I had to pay for it. I would get them new food and bring it to the house so it's hot. Like I care because I care about food clearly.
you care about their food, which is a nice thing.
And my own.
I never well,
how I would want to be treated.
That brings up what Derek said, I guess. You know, I accidentally dropped it off at a wrong house, and it's a kindergarten kids there, so I don't know. Every time I DoorDash or Uber Eats, it's like it's always been a good thing. So if I could do it for my weed, but I don't think, you know what? I don't know.
It'd be nice to be able to pick off a menu and be like, all right, I'll take one of these, like once in a while.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe.
Or if you have people over that are cheap and they don't bring weed, be like, oh, we could just, you know.
Yeah, we could just DoorDash it. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because I don't.
Everybody
You're right.
Be like, I got 5
I don't
on
mind.
it.
I mean, I always smoke whatever. I don't give a shit.
It's what that you always smoke.
No, I'm generous with my weed. Like I don't care. I wouldn't be one to be like, no, you're not having my weed. Let's do it.
Oh, sure.
But it would be good for other
yeah.
people, like younger kids that, or whoever grubs all the time. You know.
That's the one great thing about weed smokers. It really is. Is like they're not really stingy. It's like here, you know, because either that or we just don't like to smoke alone. Like it's like, it's better with company.
It's really hard, I think, to be like high and angry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, people are like happy, and when you're happy, you share.
Yeah.
Unless you're high at work and then you have
Fucks
to
up your
actually
high.
work. You know.
That's your work.
Gets me angry.
Your boss comes in and fucks up your buzz. That's you know.
My boss is cool. He don't give a shit.
I say, you know what? I say people are going to start DoorDashing now because I'm thinking that a lot more people are going to start DoorDashing because you're going to get those pings.
Fucking lazy.
You're gonna get well, no, as a driver, you're gonna get those pings, and it's like I'm gonna work more. You know, I'm gonna be delivering this stuff off. So
You should do it again.
because they're doing that, I don't know when they're kicking that off, but if it pays good money, then you know, I mean, if it pays well, now it's gonna pay much better.
And then if you get in good with the peeps that you're getting it from, they're like, here, take a joint. Here, you know.
Speaking of pay, like if we're gonna talk about pay with DoorDash or weed. I mean, you could segue into this one. So check this one out here. So Rutgers University, you want to get paid. Rutgers University is seeking people from the age of 45 to 70 to pay for a medical marijuana study.
Oh, yeah.
So look at this. So basically, Rutgers is looking for participants for their medical cannabis study.
Wow.
For its effects on chronic pain. They're conducting a study of adults who used medical cannabis for chronic pain to measure its effect on daily activities, and participants can earn up to $250.
What does it say? What you may qualify? What is? Oh, at the bottom it said you may qualify if, and I was just wondering. Okay, so 45 to 70, using cannabis 2 to 3 times per week.
Yeah. Yeah, so exactly. So you can't just be somebody that hasn't smoked or hasn't used cannabis.
No substance abuse.
Yeah.
How the fuck is a female 45 to 70 going to be pregnant?
It happens.
It
I
happens.
guess,
I've
but I
seen
mean,
it.
what are the odds?
I've seen it. But yeah, so this is interesting. So
No psychosis.
I was about to say, look at the end. No psychosis. But I mean, that's how far. How cool. How far. This is where it's become.
Yeah.
Where, like, you know what? They're door dashing weed. Right?
So you get paid.
Now
Yeah.
Rutgers is actually saying, I'll pay you because we know that the future is cannabis and weed. I want to pay you to find out how it deals with chronic illness.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just,
I would do it.
You
I don't
would.
have chronic illness,
But-
but I could pretend I do.
just for that.
Yeah.
How do you
So
feel?
much pain.
Because
Yeah, how do you feel? I feel terrible.
It's not a lot of money, but you get to smoke all that weed, and
That's true.
It's fun.
You know what? Different kinds of weed too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because the idea here, I guess,
But I feel like it's not working. Sorry, I need more. It's not working.
I need the
Yeah.
purple
Yeah.
haze. I need the kush.
Let's try another strain because this isn't working. Ouch.
But I'm assuming that's what it's for, right? My assumption is.
I'm just sipping. I'm sorry.
No, that's the same here. You got to sip it. It's beautiful, fizzy. But right, I mean, I guess you got to find out what strains work best for chronic illness, and that's what this test is for. It's not just right.
I would say so. Yeah. I would assume.
That's the reason why. Why else would you do it? Except for her, where you just gotta look at chronic pain, smoke me out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so subjective, though. You know what I mean? Because what makes one person, more comfortable or be in less pain may not be the same for another person, So different. Like some people, I know like people that swear by like Aleve, and other people are like, that sucks. I need to take Advil or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you get to pot, I imagine it's going to be the same thing. You're going to have people that are going to be like, well, I like the Kush really helps me. And other people are going to be like, the diesel, the sour diesel.
And they do have strains that do cause anxiety for certain people. So if you're under stress, you're not gonna feel better. I don't think. I think it would only make it worse.
But it's so subjective.
But doesn't it go by strains there too? Like indica will slow you down. So if you're a hyper person, this is going to help my chronic pain. Where if you're a down and out kind of person, I'll take a sativa to make me feel better because I got to wake up a little bit. And now I feel much better.
I love
So
sativa.
Well, that's just those are very general terms. I mean, yeah, indica will slow you down a little bit most of the time, but not all of them. And now they got all kinds of hybrids, so it's everything in the middle. So how do you navigate with so many strains and so few people? Because they're not going to take more than 500 people or so.
I think one of us should sign up. Maybe me. I'll sign up.
Oh, see that?
I'll do it.
This is a person that takes life seriously.
I'll do
You
it,
want to
Russ.
find out. You want to quantify.
I do. Just
How
so
this
I
works.
can report back to everybody and let you know how.
Do you have to be?
I say we do it.
Do you have to? Is this strictly to Jersey or?
It's Rutgers, so I don't know.
make sure
It's just at Rutgers University, so I don't know.
I hope it's not the other campus by Camden because I'm not going there.
No, I think this is probably, I don't know, it's New Brunswick or,
Not go to Camden.
which is where you go to Camden,
Well,
right?
high and shit. I'd be like, oh shit.
That's where all the weed is, though.
Well, there's
Right? You
two
go to
campuses.
Camden.
That's true.
That's where all the,
There's two campuses here, close, right?
Yeah, New Brunswick,
There's the
yeah.
one in New Brunswick, then there's the one in like Somerset area, right?
yeah, there's one. Yep. That's where it's all at, guys. But I mean, I think it's like I said, I think it's just kind of great that cannabis is moving forward with that.
I agree.
It's like, and if you can get paid to smoke weed, why not?
Oh, word.
It's just like, oh, word.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
That's
talking
what's
about.
good about being a comedian, though. You could show up high. You could, even if you want to get drunk, whatever.
Yeah, that's very, very true.
not
You
really.
get the munchies.
Frowned upon. Upon.
Pound of prawn. Exactly. Look,
It's not frowned upon.
we have like I don't know. I think it's just so cool where it's going. Like
I agree.
It's
about time.
isn't it though?
It's a part of culture now,
Isn't it? Oh, but get paid for it. Doordash. God, does it get any better?
It's getting integrated. That's a good thing.
It doesn't get better. I'm looking at your see. When I keep getting high, I'm gonna steal some of her.
Sure,
her
open it
Darby.
up.
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm not. You know why? Because it's yours.
I don't mind.
It's a Valentine's gift from me
I'm going to
to
either eat
you.
it here or on the way home. So,
We're gonna do some of this, and then we're gonna have some. She's gonna have some of that.
so this is what I wanted to. Cheers. I'm sorry. I bet you people wouldn't complain if they got the wrong strain either. Like on DoorDash, like the DoorDash delivery. They would be like when you get the wrong food and you're like, fuck.
Oh, that'd be so funny. I'm sorry. Did you get the wrong package? Nope.
Yeah, exactly right. The only thing people get pissed off is
take a butt out.
I will take some fries though.
Well,
Yeah.
people get people get annoyed because it's like it'd be just cost. Like I ordered an eighth.
Yeah.
I ordered a half. Why did I get an eighth? That's why you get pissed.
And
That's
then right. That's the only reason. Then the service fee, the tip, it's a lot of different.
Oh,
fees.
I know, dude. Some of those shits,
The
like I
cannabis
remember.
tax. They're gonna have all crazy fucking fees.
I
on
ordered
it.
a pizza. This was like last week, and I got 2 toppings on just a pizza, and it was like $38.
Which
delivered.
toppings?
I was like, Like I got pepperoni and onions.
Okay. And they $38?
$38.
Was it a
delivered.
round pie?
Oh, yes.
Square?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
But they come in,
$38 for Jersey pizza.
they come in other. Oh, I guess they come in square. I
Yeah,
guess. Yeah, I guess they come in
Sicilian.
square. I guess they come in square.
Yeah.
Look at us talking food. We had this. We're talking food.
I'll talk about food all day, every day.
Then you're gonna
I
love
hate
this one.
talking
Then
to
we're
people.
gonna love this next one here. We're gonna love. Guys, it's 4th of July. It's Valentine's. You're taking your chick out to dinner. And where are you going to take a girl? You're going to take her to a steakhouse. You're going to take her to a nice Italian restaurant. You're going to take her somewhere romantic. But you know where you need to take her? And the reason you have to take her is because the Applebees date night pass is back.
Yeah,
you take your girl to Applebees.
If you don't like pussy.
If you don't like pussy, there it is. Go to Applebee's. Well, the question here is this. First of all, before I even ask this question, what is a date night pass? Okay, so basically, it costs $100.
Dollars.
Yeah, it'll get the card holders up to $50 of food and non-alcoholic beverages once a month for the next year. That's what it does. It'll save you some money, guys. If you go to Applebee's, now it exists. I don't know if people go to Applebee's just because of that, but whatever. But on Valentine's Day, would you ever go to Applebee's with your chick? Would you ever go to Applebee's?
I mean, if it was maybe towards like the end of the relationship. I mean, you gotta say something. You can tell when a relationship
If
is
you want her
starting
to break up, like
if you think this relationship is on its way, down, and everybody knows what it is, they're just not quite ready to pull the trigger. You're comfortable, but you're like, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's Valentine's Day, so I'm gonna take you out.
Is Fridays any different?
No.
No, I mean they're both the same kind of.
Okay, well,
If you like the food and it's not an expensive place, I wouldn't care. I don't personally care for that type of
this
food.
Friday, if your boyfriend took you to Applebee's because he had the Applebee's date night pass, Sue, how would you feel?
I'd feel, wow, I have a boyfriend. When did this happen?
Okay.
No, I wouldn't. I honestly, I wouldn't. I don't know. If that was his sole purpose, babe, if he couldn't have, I wouldn't want to go there.
No.
I'm not materialistic.
I'm not
I
saying
said.
you are. This is a whole totally,
White Castle has something like that too.
Yeah,
I think I would rather go to White Castle
Than
if
Applebee's?
I'm gonna eat shit.
It's not
shitty
that-
food.
Online chaos. Look at that.
Ming, would you go to Applebee's? Would you take your wife, your girl, if you're young, old, now, whatever, would you take them to Applebee's?
Absolutely not. No chance.
No?
No chance.
Would you? You sound like you might.
I don't mind Applebee's food.
But no, for Valentine's Day with your girl.
It depends how ugly she is.
Okay, that makes sense.
Well, you're dating her.
then you stay home. You better off staying home and cooking something. Then don't even go out.
No, you know what? I wish girls would let me know. Would you go to Applebee's if you couldn't get anywhere else? You have to go out, but everywhere else is booked.
Yeah.
So it's your final hurrah. No, it's your final hurrah.
But then what? You just stay home, right?
Yeah.
And then
DoorDash. You
cook
get DoorDash. Get some bud.
you could do it. There you go. Well
There you
done.
go.
Instacart a steak.
I'd rather lick the floor Giant Stadium than go to Applebee's. Come on, dude.
Really?
Come on. That's garbage white people food, man.
Is it just me
It is
then?
garbage.
What the hell, dude?
That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna eat trashy food,
It's no Chili's.
They're bringing that back, by the way.
I know,
And
I
for
know.
people that don't know what Chili's
Chili's,
is,
I
they're
wouldn't
bringing it
care.
back.
But I would be like, this is what you think. I would see it as a reflection of how he feels about me in a way, because I take shit personal.
You would take that personally?
Yeah, I'd be like, why Applebee's? You knew about it all year. It's the same day every year.
She got a pass.
Yeah.
The only time you take her to Applebee's is if you're not taking her home afterwards.
Well, exactly. I did some fucked up shit on Valentine's Day though when I was married. Should I tell you about it?
I do want to hear. I need to hear now.
You know when you don't care, you don't like them enough to buy them a real gift, so you make those coupons for them. I would make them a coupon book. It would be like one free massage, a hand job, a swallow, whatever it is. But then what I would do,
That's not a bad book to give.
wait.
It's really not.
no, it's a great gift,
Yeah.
right? And then when he went out, I would throw it away, right, in the garbage.
Oh my!
And then
couldn't
wait,
find it.
and then I would blame him for losing the nice gift
Oh,
an
jeez.
asshole.
Wow.
that I made him. I'm
Wow.
sorry. This isn't redeemable anymore. Now you have to have the coupon. I'm sorry. You lost the gift I got. Yeah, I was a bad one.
Okay, that's
So
just,
I deserve
wow.
Applebee's from him.
That's you do now. You know what? You should get
from a-
Applebee's all day, every day.
From
That's
a,
it. That's all
from
you
a
get.
new guy, nah.
If I were him, I'd get a safe.
But that-
But put that fucker
I like
in there.
romance.
You know what sucks? Now, people are gonna watch. Girls are gonna watch that. Say, I got a great idea. Like, watch that go fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Because freaking Sue's like, I got a great idea. Girls, do
Well,
this.
At least that was
Say
a
you're
good
gonna
book.
swallow. What?
At least that was a good book. And,
Yeah.
you've seen those
It
people that
wasn't
give like
corny.
5 free hugs. Like,
Yeah. No, I got you. I get you with that.
I would
but-
do lips to penis hugs. Those are nice. Like you
These-
said,
these
he'd
are-
be like, "Wow, thanks, babe," and I'm like, "Ah,
Here's to that. We're gonna
Yeah,
cheers to that.
cheers.
There's something to
Cheers.
cheers to, and that must
cheers
be one
to
of them.
bad partners."
Here's to Applebee's. You know, fuck you all. Like, I maybe I won't bring up. I don't know.
Spinach artichoke tip, maybe, but I'd have to get very drunk
and there's
to
beer,
like
and
you.
there's beer there. So I don't know. Look. My point is, it's better than nothing. And for guys, don't let that stop you. You get that pass. You get that
Why
pass.
are you cock blocking?
What? I'm just saying.
You're cock blocking every guy that listens to you right now.
yeah, you are.
No, I'm not cockblocking anybody. You get that pass, and then you find that one that says, you know what? I will go down on you because you took me somewhere.
That might be an upgrade for some women.
She might be a 4, but it's still something to go home to.
wow.
So Applebee's is a
Yeah, Applebee's is where you take a 4.
Yeah.
apparently.
Oh
Yeah.
my God!
All right. All right.
Guys. Thanks again for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed it here at
you.
Comics of Cannabis. Please feel free to like and subscribe so we can grow our vision of fusing entertainment and cannabis to this next level. Guys, thank you so much for listening. And until next time, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.